Writer, Legend Reborn. Pontiac GTO 2025 concept fearful face fire. What if one of the most iconic muscle cars in history came back, but this time, sharper, smarter, and more aggressive than ever before? Imagine the raw attitude of classic American performance fused with futuristic design and cutting-edge engineering. That's exactly what the Pontiac GTO 2025 concept represents, a bold vision of what a modern-day legend could look like if it roared back onto the streets. Right from the first glance, this car doesn't just ask for attention, it demands it. The stance is wide, low, and unapologetically muscular. It feels like it's ready to pounce even when standing still. The designers clearly wanted to respect the heritage of the original GTO while pushing boundaries into the future. And honestly, they've nailed that balance in a way that feels both nostalgic and revolutionary. Let's start with the exterior, because that's where the magic hits you instantly. The front fascia is aggressive in a way that feels purposeful, not overdone. You've got a bold grille that stretches wide across the nose, giving the car an intimidating presence. It's not just about looks either. The airflow design suggests real performance intent. The headlights are slim, sharp, and futuristic, featuring LED matrix technology that not only improves visibility but also gives the car a piercing gaze, almost like it's alive. Look closely and you'll notice subtle nods to the classic GTO DNA. The split grille inspiration, the sculpted hood, and those strong body lines all echo the past without copying it. The hood itself is a masterpiece, featuring functional air vents that hint at the beast underneath. Whether it's feeding a combustion engine or cooling electric components, it screams performance. Moving along the side profile, this is where the car truly shows off its muscle heritage. The long hood and short rear deck proportions are classic muscle car traits, but the surfaces are much more refined and aerodynamic. The body lines flow smoothly from front to rear, creating a sense of motion even when the car is parked. The wheel arches are massive, housing large performance wheels that fill the space perfectly. These aren't just for show, they're wrapped in high-performance tires designed for grip, control, and speed. The rims themselves feature a modern multi-spoke design with a slightly aggressive edge, giving the car a track-ready look. One of the most striking details is the roofline. It slopes elegantly toward the rear, creating a coupe silhouette that feels sporty and sleek. There's also a subtle integration of a panoramic glass roof option, which adds a futuristic touch while allowing natural light into the cabin. Now let's talk about the rear, because this is where things get seriously dramatic. The back of the GTO 2025 concept is bold, clean, and powerful. The taillights are thin and stretch across the width of the car, giving it a modern light signature that stands out instantly at night. There's a strong, sculpted rear bumper with integrated diffusers, emphasizing aerodynamics and performance. Depending on the powertrain configuration, you might see either quad exhaust tips or a clean electric-style rear layout. Either way, the design communicates power. The subtle spoiler integrated into the trunk lid adds downforce without compromising the sleek design. Overall, the exterior feels like a perfect fusion of heritage and future, a car that respects its roots but isn't afraid to evolve. Now step inside, because the interior takes things to a whole new level. The cabin of the Pontiac GTO 2025 concept is where classic muscle meets modern luxury. The first thing you notice is the driver-focused layout. Everything is angled toward the driver, creating a cockpit-like environment. That makes you feel in control. The seats are sporty yet comfortable, wrapped in premium materials like leather and Alcantara. They feature aggressive bolstering to keep you in place during spirited driving, but they're also designed for long-distance comfort. You'll likely see contrast stitching, embossed logos, and customizable color options that add a personal touch. The dashboard is a blend of analog inspiration and digital innovation. There's a fully digital instrument cluster that can be customized based on your driving mode. Want a classic gauge layout? You got it. Prefer a futuristic performance display? That's there too. At the center, a large infotainment screen dominates the console. It's sleek, responsive, and packed with features. From navigation and media to performance data and connectivity, everything is just a touch away. The system supports wireless smartphone integration, voice commands, and even over-the-air updates. One of the coolest features is the ambient lighting system. It changes based on driving mode or user preference, creating a unique atmosphere inside the car. Whether you're cruising at night or pushing hard on a track, the interior adapts to your mood. The steering wheel deserves a mention too. It's thick, flat bottom, and wrapped in premium materials. It features integrated controls for performance settings, audio, and driving modes. Paddle shifters may also be present, depending on the powertrain configuration. Space-wise, the car is surprisingly practical for a performance coupe. The front seats offer plenty of room, while the rear seats are more suited for occasional use, but they're still usable. The trunk space is decent, making it possible to use this car for more than just weekend drives. Now let's get into what really matters, the performance. The Pontiac GTO has always been about power, and the 2025 concept doesn't disappoint. While exact specifications may vary depending on the final production direction, the concept hints at multiple powertrain options. First, there's the possibility of a high-performance V8 engine. This would be a nod to the classic GTO heritage, delivering that raw, thunderous sound that muscle car fans love. Expect massive horsepower figures, quick acceleration, and a driving experience that feels visceral and engaging. Then there's the modern twist, an electric or hybrid powertrain. This version would focus on instant torque, rapid acceleration, and advanced efficiency. Imagine going from 0 to 100 km/h in under 3 seconds with silent but brutal force. That's the kind of performance we're talking about. The chassis is expected to be lightweight yet rigid, using advanced materials like aluminum and carbon fiber. This improves handling, stability, and overall performance. The suspension system is likely adaptive, adjusting in real time based on driving conditions and modes. Speaking of driving modes, the GTO 2025 concept would offer multiple settings, from comfortable cruising to aggressive track performance. Each mode changes the car's behavior, including throttle response, steering feel, suspension stiffness, and even sound. Braking performance is equally impressive, with high-performance brake systems designed to handle extreme conditions. Whether you're on a racetrack or a mountain road, the stopping power will inspire confidence. Now let's talk about technology and safety. The GTO 2025 concept is packed with modern features. You can expect advanced driver assistance systems like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and automated emergency braking. These features make the car safer without taking away the joy of driving. There's also a focus on connectivity. The car integrates seamlessly with your digital life, offering features like remote start, vehicle tracking, and app-based controls. You can monitor performance stats, check vehicle health, and even customize settings from your phone. Finally, let's address the big question, price. Since this is a concept, official pricing isn't confirmed. However, based on its positioning, the Pontiac GTO 2025 could fall into the premium performance segment. If it goes into production, expect a starting price somewhere in the range of $50,000 to $80,000, depending on the configuration. High-performance variants or special editions could go even higher, especially if they include advanced technology or limited production features. At the end of the day, the Pontiac GTO 2025 concept isn't just a car, it's a statement. It represents the rebirth of a legend, reimagined for a new generation. It combines the soul of classic muscle with the intelligence of modern engineering. And if this concept becomes reality, it could shake up the performance car world in a big way. So what do you think? Would you want to see the GTO make a comeback like this? Because if this is the future of muscle cars, it's looking seriously exciting.